Howdy y'all, welcome back to A Plant-Based Nerd. I'm Applejack and today we're going to make some caramel apple baked oatmeal with apples from Sweet Apple Acres. Because it's fall y'all, and that means that the apples are ready to be bucked off an apple tree. But no, bucking apple trees. Just buck them off of an apple tree. You just kick them. You just kick the tree. All you need is a few ingredients, which you can probably find at Walmart, and it's super delicious. So let's get started. So to start off with, you're just going to need 3 cups of quick oats. And I'm also going to add in some dehydrated apples. These I got at the Dollar Tree. It's about 1.5 cups of the dehydrated apples, but as you can see, they're very big. And so I went ahead and processed them in a food processor to make it easier to mix into the oatmeal. And then I'm adding in a little bit of salt. I didn't measure that, I just sprinkled it on, and a little bit of cinnamon. I also didn't measure it. So now I'm just going to combine all of that together in a bowl, and I'm just tossing it around. So now you just want the caramel flavored silk almond creamer. I found this next to the other creamers in Walmart, and it's really delicious. It's where we're going to get our caramel flavor. So you want to shake it up a little bit, and then I'm going to pour in 1.5 cups of that creamer. Next, we're going to use 1/2 cup of apple butter, and I'm just going to put it into the same measuring cup, and we're going to whisk it around in there, just to make it simpler. Next, you want 1 tablespoon of a vegan butter. I'm using the Earth Balance kind, and I just microwaved mine about 30 seconds, and I'm just going to add it in and then mix it up with a spoon. So next, I'm just spraying the inside of a bakeware container. You don't really need to have any sort of kind of bakeware container, just one that's oven safe. And then I'm going to sprinkle in the oat mixture that we made. I don't want to scrape the bottom of the pot to scrape off the grease lining that we put on there, because we want this to come out very easily. So that's why I put it in with spoonfuls rather than kind of pouring it in and mushing it around with a spoon. So now I'm just going to pour in our caramel mixture, and I'm just kind of very gently kind of mixing that together. I am not scraping the bottom of the pot. Again, I don't want that grease layer to come off. So now I'm just going to add in some almond milk. And this one is kind of tricky. I don't actually measure this part just because of the way I make it. You can't really measure it. It has to be in the pot before you do it. So I just basically keep adding it until it looks about the way I would make oatmeal in the microwave. So to make sure it's pretty watery. As you can see, there's definitely about 1/4 inch of almond milk above the bulk of the oatmeal mixture. Now comes the really fun part where we get to make our apples. So you could just use the part that I cut off, but I decided to use a cookie cutter just to make it look even cuter. And so I'm just kind of situating it because it can be a little hard to get the full shape on there. The apples aren't huge, obviously. And then you just kind of want to gently press it back out. And I did have some problems with this. I think it'll show. One of them did kind of lose their stem. It was that one. And yeah, that wasn't too fun. And now we're just going to decorate everything. Putting in some apples, and another one, and there's another one. There's only 4. And then I'm going to put some pecans in, and I just put them everywhere. Frankly, I probably should have put some more in there. They were delicious, and they were kind of my favorite part, actually. So next time I'd put more in, but I didn't want to go crazy with it. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. Oh yeah. And then you just toss that whole thing in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 minutes. I know it's a bit of a wait, but it's worth it for caramel apple baked oatmeal. And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Everything got really caramelized and delicious on the edges. You guys have to try this. It's so good. Love it. Soup's on, everybody. Let's try some. As you can see, it comes out as about as thick as a piece of cake. Which, as far as I'm concerned, the only way to eat oatmeal. Oh yeah. Yep, that's good apple. Of course it is. It's from Sweet Apple Acres. Thumbs up for baked apple oatmeal. So I hope you guys try out this baked apple oatmeal recipe. Definitely be sure to click subscribe and like. Leave me a comment down below which pony you'd like to see next, and I hope to see you again, Sugar Cube. Bye! Getting a workout. I had to kick really high in the air more times than I'd like to admit, and am frankly comfortable with. What was I thinking? That wasn't a good idea. Let's go get some oatmeal.